The Dinkas, one of Africa's tallest tribes. Imagine visiting a community and being welcomed by a group of people with an extraordinary height. What would be your reaction? Our focus today is on the Dinka, one of Africa's tallest tribes. Dinka, also known as the Jieng people, is the largest and most publicized tribe in Sudan. They speak the Dinka language and constitute 40% of the country's population. They are not only known for their height, but also for obtaining religious power from the natural world and its environs. We strongly recommend that you watch this video to learn more about this ethnic group and their distinguished culture. Brief history and origin of the Dinka. The Dinkas are the ancestors of Gezira, the present-day nation of Sudan. They are located in South Sudan and form many independent groups, numbering between 1,000 and 30,000 people. Regional, linguistic, and cultural distinctions distinguish these groups, which are divided into smaller groups with a certain level of freedom. A Christian multi-ethnic empire ruled over by the Gezira region for centuries, and as it disintegrated, the Dinka began to leave the Gezira region to escape the raging conflicts. The Dinka culture, religions, and lifestyle have often sparked conflicts with the Islamic government in Khartoum. They've also been involved in conflict with the Nuer over grazing fields. In the year 1983, the Sudan People's Liberation Army decided to oppose the government, resulting in the massacre of numerous Dinka people by the government forces. With the independence of South Sudan, the Dinka and Nuer, both southern Sudanese, turned against each other because the Nuer and other ethnic groups in South Sudan accused the Dinkas of marginalization. When a ceasefire was signed in 1999, the civil war between the Dinkas and Nuer raged on until a treaty was signed between both ethnic groups in 2005. Occupation and tradition of the Dinka people. The primary occupation of the Dinka ethnic group is crop production and cattle rearing. Cows play a significant role in almost all aspects of their daily lives, and they see it as sacred and treat it with care. During the dry season, they source water and food for their cattle around the riverine areas and return to their base when the rain starts. This is to enable them to cultivate food crops like millet for consumption. A peek into the Dinka's custom shows one intriguing aspect, which is the rites of passage from boyhood to manhood. Boys from the same age group undergo hardship together in this ritualized ceremony, after which they abandon the childish activity of milking cows, which is considered an activity for children. This ceremony marks the beginning of their adulthood and prepares them for marriage. Regrettably, in Dinka culture, a woman's worth is determined by her capacity to bear children for her spouse and care for the household. Generally, Dinka girls are allowed access to education until they reach the age of 14, after which they are expelled from school and married off. It is due to the belief held by men that the education of a woman can affect her purity, rendering it impossible for her to submit to a man. Religion of the Dinkas. The Dinka people are religious, and their lifestyle reflects their religious beliefs and practices. The people believe that power comes from nature and the surrounding world. For this reason, sacrifice and rituals are an integral part of their practice. Nyalik, a supreme being, is offered bull or ox sacrifices. Prayers are said for various reasons, such as a good harvest, good hunting, protection of people, and even when their cattle are sick. Throughout the prayer, those involved will hold a fishing spear. When phrases are recited expressing their desires, the animal for sacrifice is struck by the spear. In times of adversity, these rituals may persist for an extended duration due to the belief that desperate circumstances necessitate desperate measures. What comes after the prayers depends on the beliefs of the people. As we wrap this up, it is noteworthy to mention that there is no established secret or biological fact regarding the height of the Dinkas. It is assumed that their height may be due to tall genes or environmental factors. Whatever the reason is, it is insignificant, and we will continue to recognize them for their intriguing culture and traditions. Do you find the Dinka ethnic group fascinating? And would you like to share your views? Kindly do so in the comments section. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.